the EID AL-FITR edition of Winnesec News 360. We are transmitting live from the podium inside Winnesec Secondary School. My name is Benedicta Pansa, 3 at 6.
And I am Bryna Smith, 3 Science 4.
Coming up in the headlines, Muslims reunite on Sunday, March 30 to mark EID AL-FITR celebrations.
2 persons dead and 40 others injured in a tragic accident at Asiseso.
Ghana Education Service reschedules reopening dates for single-track senior high schools.
Winnesec News 360 members hosted by Radio Windy Bay in media tour.
Teacher fatally struck by lightning at Anloga Senior High School.
In sports, Winnesec staff welcomed St. Augustine's College staff in a football-friendly rematch. All these and more still to come in business, sports, and entertainment news.
Let's settle for the details now. Muslims in Winneba joined the rest of the world on Sunday, March 30, 2025, to mark this year's EID AL-FITR at the National Sports College hockey field. The celebrations observed across the globe mark the end of the 30 days fasting, a significant festival held on the first day of Shawwal.
In some sad news, 62 pupils, their teachers, and some parents from Ben Kuneju SGA Basic School in the Ashanti Achi municipality of the Ashanti region were involved in a fatal accident with 2 persons confirmed dead and 40 others sustaining various injuries following a crash at Asiseso between Edukrom and Somenya. The pupils were on their way to Akosombo for an excursion when the crash happened. According to an eyewitness, the bus registered as GV8322 lost control while descending the Asiseso hill and reportedly somersaulted multiple times before landing on its side.
On another worrying note, a wave of shock and distress has gripped the Anloga Senior High School and Seiko community and residents of Achubo electoral area in the Anloga district of the Volta region following the tragic death of a teacher who was struck by lightning. The unfortunate event took place on Wednesday, March 26, 2025. At approximately 5:45 p.m. during a heavy rainstorm accompanied by a thunderstorm, as the deceased is identified as William Amwako, a physics teacher in Asiko. The disaster struck him on his way back home after school.
The Ghana Education Service (GES) has rescheduled the reopening dates for single-track senior high schools from March 29, 2025 to April 23, 2025. Besides, due to the EID AL-FITR public holidays on March 30 and 31, the reopening was initially pushed to April 1, 2025. Further considerations led to the extension to April 23, 2025.
Still on education, the West African Examination Council (WAEC) has released the provisional result of 12,452 candidates who sat for the West African Senior High School Certificate Examination for private candidates in the 2025 third seat. The entry comprises of 5,269 males and 7,998 females. A total of 738 candidates who registered for the examination were absent.
Away from that, Ghana achieves gender parity in secondary education. That is, there are currently more girls than boys in senior high schools, according to Ghana Statistical Service (GSS). The big news is the fact that Winnesec News 360 members toured Radio Windy Bay inside the University of Education, Winneba, on Saturday, March 29, 2025, as the team was led by the executive producer. As the head of Department of English, Madam Rita Podura, broke silence for the first time since the initiative. Up next is business news.
Bienvenue à l'actualité économique. Je me nomme Elikem Ekwamwa, 2 at 1.
Welcome to the business news segment with me, Frances Fanny More, 3 at 5.
Et je suis Dakar Peña, 2 at 2.
Le programme des services nationaux en collaboration avec le ministère de l'Agriculture de la municipalité de Futu a sélectionné l'école secondaire de Winneba dans le cadre de la politique gouvernementale Petite Poulet pour se lancer dans une ferme de maïs de 10 acres, une ferme de légumes d'1 acre, à côté d'une ferme de riz dans la région centrale. En outre, l'école a reçu la visite de 2 membres de personnel des services nationaux pour le lancement de l'initiative, car les projets devraient entrer en vigueur avant le début de l'année prochaine.
The National Service Scheme in connection with the Ministry of Agriculture in the Futu Municipal has selected Winnesec Secondary School under the government in Kuko Nketen policy to embark on a 10-acre maize farm, an acre of a vegetable farm, alongside a rice farm in the central region. Besides, the school was visited by 2 national service personnel for the commencement of the initiative, as the project is likely to take effect before the start of next year, 2026.
Dans des développements récents, la radio PIS de Winneba est sur le point de donner à l'école secondaire de Winneba la plateforme pour diffuser l'émission Winnesec 360 sur une base hebdomadaire, alors que la maison des presse semble conclure un partenariat avec l'école pour améliorer la relation école-communauté au sein de la municipalité. Dans des autres nouvelles, l'ancien vice-président, Dr Mahamoudou Baoumia, a fait un don de 200 000 cedis et un don de 1000 sacs de ciment aux victimes de l'incident du marché d'Adon commencé mardi dernier après que l'incident a détruit les parties du marché.
In recent developments, Radio Peace in Winneba is set to give Winneba Secondary School the platform to air Winnesec News 360 broadcasts on a weekly basis, as the media house seeks to strike partnership with the school to enhance school-community relationship in the municipal. In some other news, former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia has donated 200,000 Ghana cedis, 100 bags of cement to Adom Market fire victims in Kumasi this past Tuesday, as fire destroyed parts of the market.
Et voilà tout pour l'actualité économique. Je m'appelle Elikem Ekwamwa.
And that will be all the news on business. My name is Frances Fanny More.
Je suis d'accord avec vous. Ensuite, c'est le sport.
Up next is Sports News.
Welcome to the sports segment with me, Reynold James, and 3 at 6.
And I am Augustina Kingsley, 3 Science 3.
Let's begin from the camp of the staff of Winnesec as Winneba Secondary School teaching staff welcome staff of St. Augustine's College in a reverse football fixture on Monday, March 31, 2025 at Winnesec football field. The visitors look to upset the host, having been held to a 1-1 draw few weeks ago in Cape Coast. Winnesec staff remain unbeaten in their last 3 matches, having trained this past weekend in readiness for the showdown.
In boxing, Nigerian boxer Gabriel Oluwasegun has died during fight at Bukum Boxing Arena on Saturday, March 29, 2025. The Nigerian boxer was fighting Ghana's John Power Mbanugu in an international contest on the Ghana Professional Boxing League at the Bukum Arena in Accra. Despite transported to the Kolebu Hospital, news coming through signified that the former national and West African light heavyweight boxer has passed away.
Let's review some of the results from the European front. In the Spanish La Liga, Kylian Mbappe scored twice as Real Madrid beat Leganés by 3 goals to 2. Atletico Madrid were held to a 1-1 draw against Espanyol as Barcelona smashed Girona by 4 goals to 1 to remain top of La Liga. In Germany, Bayern Munich escaped with a 3-2 win over St. Pauli as Dortmund defeated Mainz 05 by 3 goals to 1.
Besides, in the English FA Cup quarter-finals, Fulham lost to Crystal Palace by 3 goals to 0 as Nottingham Forest beat Brighton 4-3 on penalties to progress after a barring game. Aston Villa humbled Preston North End by 3 goals to 0 as Manchester City come from behind to beat Bournemouth by 2 goals to 1, despite Erling Haaland missed a penalty in the 14th minute. And this is how my time can permit us here on Winnesec News 360. My name is Augustina Kingsley.
And I am Reynold James. Up next is entertainment.
Welcome to the entertainment news with me, Janice Enyonam Kajaka, 2 at 7.
And I am Blessing Ramadan Apia 2 at 2.
Let's begin action from the camp of the Asada hitmaker. Ghanaian rapper Kim Paluta has firmly dismissed claims that his hit song Makoma contains profane lyrics. For days, social media has been buzzing with debates over the song's supposed explicit content. Some fans speculate that this controversy led to Makoma being snapped in the most popular song of the year category at the 2025 Telecel Ghana Music Awards (TGMA). However, during a recent TikTok live session, Kim Paluta set the record straight, stating that the lyrics in question were simply misinterpreted. He insisted that Makoma does not violate any ethical or moral standards.
Away from TGMA 2025. The Winnesec Deer Band is gearing up to deliver an electrifying live band performance at the highly anticipated Music Fest on Friday, April 4, 2025 at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. With the event team, Making Cape Coast Great, the band is expected to depart from Winnesec campus on the early hours of Friday, accompanied by a group of enthusiastic supporters heading to Central Regional Capital. Meanwhile, Mr. Bob Nyanko, one of the band's trainers, has revealed their dress rehearsal on Wednesday, April 2, open to all students who want a sneak peek of the thrilling performance to come. And that'll be all the news on entertainment. My name is Blessing Ramadim Janapia.
And I am Janice Edwinam Kazaka.
Let's do some more news. 75 students and 5 teachers of the Agric Department of Winneba Secondary School made a trip to Kedetu University of Ghana farms to learn some cultural practices in crop production, such as tapping and processing of rubber, budding, grafting, and propagation of plantain suckers using modern technology.
According to Mr. Sechi Hagan, HOD of the Agric Department of the school, this is the first time since 2012 this has taken place, thanks to the headmaster and management of the school. This is how we wrap up here on Winnesec News 360.
Many thanks to our executive producer, M. Barometer, and not forgetting our producers, Mr. Ansama Usino and Mr. Francis Poku.
This broadcast is brought to you by the English Department, led by the HOD, Madam Rita Kodira, with support from Mr. Derek Field, head of Winnesec Media.
Many thanks to our media partners, Radio Windy Bay 98.3 FM and Radio Peace 88.9 FM.
You can log on to Winnesec media platforms on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for these news items. My name is Raina Smith.
And I am Benedicta Kwanzaa. In Spanish, we say gracias.
And in Mandarin Chinese, we say xie xie.
Have a good day.